I think we're good. We'll see. I'm sorry, everyone. Stream kind of unexpected. I mean, it was expected, but it was canceled, uncanceled. Because for me right now, I'm just trying to get my mind off this stuff. So I'm going live, watching this. Hopefully, get me out of a little mood that I'm in. So, what's up, everybody? It's me, Alex. How y'all doing today? Why did I say what's up, everybody? Like, oh, so ass, dude. And how y'all doing today? All doing good? Chilling? Let's smash some survivors. You suck, Navy. I'm gonna make sure that all the audio is working fine. Because I need to make sure that that's all synced up right now. Just make that go full again. I think we're fine. Yes, we should be. Hypothetically. I do also have food, so I'm sorry if you guys hear me eating that. What else we got? Let me make sure I get the chat up on the phone real quick, just in case anyone is in here. Okay, I got chat up on my phone, so if there's anyone, yeah. Damn. Got pretty far with that fast forward skip.
Three things that are important to me are Survivor, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Discord. And what happens when you mesh them together? You get Smash Bros. Survivor on Discord. For those of you who don't know the rules of Survivor, it's pretty simple. There will be 3 teams of 6 players. The losing team will kick a player out, and that player will be eliminated. There are 2 idols that will be in play, and these idols can be played after the votes are made, before they are read, and this will protect you and cancel all votes against you for that tribal council, which is what they call the elimination ceremony. Yeah. With that being said, everything else we can teach you as you go along if you don't know the rest. Let's get into the game. Here's the cast. As game goes on, you'll see them slowly get eliminated, and that's just how it works, mate. Pick your favorite now and root for them, because only one will remain in the end. Well, I mean, that's how it's supposed to work. Who knows? Maybe there'll be 2 somehow. Maybe I'll just decide to make there be 2. I'm not going to, but maybe I will. I went ahead and sent out a ping to make sure everyone was still able to play, and I got some pretty normal responses. Peanut butter on my cock. I DM'd everyone 2 days in advance. I told them the idols were hidden for pre-game, and that today it unofficially started, meaning teams released, it's time to get to know everyone, you know, that kind of stuff. So I thought I hid the idols pretty well. I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, pretty clever. And then 17 minutes later, I get this load of bull. So, Alex has an idol. And little does everyone else know, a few minutes after that find, he found the other one.
What the fuck?
No one really thought so much about the idols being, well, both found super quickly. Except for one person, Zebra. Zebra was very suspicious. Owen was yapping about how he wanted to team up with Cheat and Brandon to kill Navy, and then he wanted to kill Zara afterwards, and it was very personal. Ignore what he said down here. He's also got a fetish with Urk for some reason. Speaking of Urk is going cross lines and switching it up by trying to get Owen to vote out Navy off the other team. He's also got a pre-game alliance with Shiz. Going back to Alex, he has a theoretical alliance with Zara and Brandon, hoping he can trust them, but they're not even on the same team as him, so why does it even matter? Lastly, before we get into it, almost half the server changed their profile pictures, so that's nice. I'm not updating anything, I'm just gonna tell you guys that so you know. The first challenge is a simple and easy one. Each team has to come up with a team name, a team mascot relative to Smash, and a color, as
Bro,
well
if it
as
has that
a
one
reasoning
challenge, I might
for the
get this video
judges,
copyrighted
so
by
they know
accident.
what to base it off of. The worst team will have to face Tribal Council. Team 1 immediately got to thinking, and let me just tell you, there were a lot of messages said. I mean, I can keep on scrolling over and over and over again. Like, look, it just doesn't end. It just does not end. I don't know why or how they got this many messages in this short of a time, but they did. It's absolutely absurd. Like, they are way overthinking this, and I absolutely love it. And I'm just talking right now until we get to the end. There we are. So, Team 2 and Team 3 are also super excited as well. I mean, look at their explanation. And then look at Team 3's. So much effort.
That idea is some ass.
Fuck you. Do you have an idea?
No, but a persona name is so cringe. I'd rather be nameless.
And you have Has Been Hotel on your Spotify playlist.
Okay, your point?
Cringe.
I'm not trying to name our team after it.
Okay, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, now I know why Alex talked shit about you.
Confusion.
We are picking a team
Confusion.
Rapists.
Bro. S-E-E-S. And rapist, I guess.
Gangmakers.
What?
Honestly, after seeing what this bozo said, SEES works.
If you want to pause now, here's a bunch of other minor stuff that people have said in their confessionals about their plans for later on. In my YouTube description, there's a hidden word named pickle, and next to it it says DM me this for the riddle to the advantage. Now Navy gets 2 tries to try and figure it out. Also, Jeet found it as well. This is what Team 1 came up with. This is what Team 2 came up with. And this is what Team 3 came up with. Take a guess the loser. You may be surprised. The judges talked, and it was none other than Team 2, Edge Guardians. Alex has 2 idols right now, and that's not enough. He found the advantage clue, Pickle. I sent it to him, and then he found out it was Jeff Probes, and now he has an advantage. The Trust Token. This will be shared with 2 players of his choice. He chose Navy and Zebra. What it does is if at Tribal Council, after the votes are read, all 3 players agreed, whoever was voted out is safe, and then the player with the next votes will be eliminated.
Yeah,
Super
I
idol.
kind of went off.
First vote,
You also want to apologize if I'm quiet.
Urk. Next vote, Urk.
If I'm quiet, I'm still thinking
Next
about the stuff from
vote,
before, so.
Shizra. Next vote, Mokoto Yuki. Next vote, Shizra.
What should I scramble eggs?
Final vote, Mokoto Yuki. We have a 3-way tie. Almost Dead Bygone Gecko and Green Cataquack, vote in your confessionals to break the tie. Tiebreaker, Urk. Next vote, Shizra. The first player voted out, Shizra.
Charm spoken.
I needed a volunteer from each team. They didn't know why, and neither do you, but you'll find out in a few seconds.
Meanwhile,
He's not teaming up with you.
Oh god, what the fuck? I'm trying to get my mind up.
I can explain. Please.
Nah.
Now what that was, I can't tell you. But I can say this. Jeet was rejected from an alliance. That's all I know. Okay, back to the main point of what we're doing right now. The challenge is an option, really. It's not really a challenge, it's more of a focus. They have 3 choices, each player that was selected for their team representative. Team betrayal, they leave their team, but they go to a random team and receive an extra vote later. Fake idol, give someone a fake idol, that's it. Or team win, your team wins immunity. For the Heroes of Light, Alex was selected and he went straight for the win for his team. Urk was selected for Edgeguarders and he decided to screw his team over because he and a couple other people in his team had about a 10-page paragraph of an argument going on that I'm not going to get into because some of it I can't show on YouTube and some of it I don't care about. And Navy decided to take the fake idol which he would give to Owen. Owen was very excited. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, and before I forget, Edge Guardians face Tribal Council, but only 4 of them can be voted on because 1 was eliminated and Urk is currently teamless. First vote, Makoto Yuki. Next vote, Green Cataquack. Next vote, Maroko Yuki. Final vote, Green Cataquack. We have a tie. Almost Dead and Bygone Gecko, please vote in your confessionals. If it's a tie again, one of you will randomly be booted. First tiebreaker vote, Makoto Yuki. The other vote, Green Cataquack. A tiebreaker will now be chosen between the 2 players. DM me 1 to 100. The numbers that were chosen were 24 and 2. Take a guess who won just now looking at the numbers. Absolutely crazy that Bygone Gecko lost.
Travis spoken.
I feel like he could have made a run later on. Not gonna lie.
This is the current cast right now. Keep in mind, Alex has 2 idols, Urk has an extra vote, and doesn't have a team yet. While Alex, Navy, and Zebra all have a third of a super idol as well. Zebra informs me about something with Jeet and Owen, and to be perfectly honest, I do not care about reading this, but it looked important because he said kill Jeet, kill Jeet, kill Jeet, kill Jeet over and over again, so you guys can read it. Big Care also wanted me to include this comment for some reason. Good for you, dude. Good job. Yay, I'm so proud of you. Yay. Fuck
Comedy.
you. I sent out a ping for the next challenge. Every team needs 1 representative that owns Steve and is available at 7 p.m. EST.
Steve.
They'll get online with Smash, and the rules are pretty simple. Only attack allowed is side B and items. 3 stocks final destination. Damage will not be shown. Other rules are pretty default. If a player attacks on accident, and it's not side B, they won't be allowed to attack for 5 seconds. I know it says 10, but it's 5. And that's all you guys need to know, really. It's gonna be the same thing twice. The first place doesn't have to fight twice. They just win it for their team. For the Edge Guardians, Makoto Yuki will be playing. Heroes of Light will have Sheik playing. The Supernovas will have Zebra playing, who wanted to throw. However, Urk replaces the player eliminated from the team eliminated this challenge, and he does not trust Urk, so he doesn't want Urk on his team. So he's targeting Team 2. Owen thinks Navy and Zebra are working together with him to vote for Jeet. Little does he know, that's not the case. Navy had a lot to say about the next challenge. Basically, he says it'll be fine if they win, but if they lose, they'll have to either vote out Jeet or Owen. He wants to vote out Owen, but he wants to trick Owen into thinking they're voting Jeet.
It's Navy.
For those of you who don't
It
know,
really is Navy.
these 3 right here plan to throw, specifically Edge Guardians, as they want to get Urk back on their team and boot him back out, completely out of the game. And see how he just SD'd? That's for spectator stands, not to know. Pretty clever if you ask me. The Supernovas are the first place team this round. Now it was time for Makoto Yuki to throw. But there's a catch. He drug the match out until the other team SD'd. And, well, it kind of worked because the other team believed him. That's quite unfortunate. Now we gotta send Heroes of Light to Tribal Council. Before we do that, I want to reveal Sheik's plan. Sheik and Alex were talking, and as you know from earlier, Alex wants to get rid of Luigi, and Sheik is on board. They also convinced Big Hair Guy to join them. He has a whole other plan if you want to read the rest of it, but I'm not going to. It's pretty long. Oh, if only you knew. If only you poor thing knew. First vote, Alex. Oh, and here are the other 5 votes.
Travis spoken.
Poor Luigi, unanimously voted off. But you know, Alex was voted for. And you know something else? He found the 3rd fucking idol. Yes, I hit another one because I wanted someone else to find another one. And he found it because of fucking course he did. Now he has 3 idols and a 3rd of a super idol. He also had some choice words for Luigi's elimination. This is the cast thus far. Erk swapped teams to Heroes of Light. Luigi was eliminated, so there are solid 15 players left, and 3 have been booted. Big Hair makes a comment on how Edge Guardians are down half their members already, and it really escalates quickly.
It's
just
Erk's
needs
fault.
He didn't like y'all if y'all didn't have the brain of a deceased raccoon corpse.
Blame your failure on me when you literally have the IQ of a wet sponge. Your brain is literally rotting inside your cranium, almost dead.
That is wild. But okay.
Zebra's also here, I guess.
Almost physically dead. Certainly brain dead.
How do you come to that conclusion?
I've literally not seen a single half-intelligent message from you.
Flashback.
Peanut butter on my cock.
End of flashback.
Me swear, me edgy, me cool.
Hi, YouTube.
How shy guy, steal that man's balls.
And you still love my dick. Keep jumping on it, Mikado. Keep bouncing.
Is that a problem?
It's a problem because I don't want to be molested.
Too bad I'm sending 6 black rapists to your house.
the
What?
What?
Okay. We're done. Conversation over. The next challenge is very simple. Write a 100-word proposal for who should be in the next Smash game, either returning or new. Very simple, very easy. You know, how could you possibly screw this up? These are the characters that were chosen. Before you say anything, yes, the Edge Guardians came in 3rd. No, I will not be showing you the rest of them, and it's only because they used ChatGPT, which one of the judges found out and did not appreciate.
Valid.
First vote, Green Cataquack. Second vote, Makoto Yuki. Side note, before I reveal who was booted, Almost Dead literally was the one to submit the AI generated, like, I don't even, why? Why did he get no votes? Why? Who thought, let's keep the one guy that screwed us over? Like, both of them thought, why? The player voted out Makoto Yuki.
Travis spoken.
So here's the current cast. You're cheering for the Edge Guardians. I genuinely don't know what to tell you anymore. Like, they're fucked. That's putting it nicely. The only other eventful thing that's happened so far that I think matters at this point is that Owen thinks Zara, Jeet, and Brandon are voting for Zebra and Navy, and those two think they're voting for Jeet, and then those two want Jeet to think they're voting for Owen. So right now I'm very confused on who's actually right and who's actually wrong. So it'll be really fun to see this team go to Tribal eventually.
Oh, here you go. So what's up, man?
I sent out a ping
Oh,
that said,
fuck.
I need 2 volunteers from each team for the next challenge.
Just responding to someone. What's up,
I
man? How you doing?
volunteer.
Well, no shit. Looks like you have to. There's only 2 people on your team. So the challenge is pretty
Suck
simple.
is wild.
2 people on each team. One will draw the top half of their mascot, the other will draw the bottom. They'll be combined, and the judges will judge. Losing team faces Tribal Council.
Your life chat back open again.
Looking at the teams and their chosen photos with their drawings and do I even need
It's like,
to
'cause I
say
didn't even
lost?
participate in this
Do I
challenge.
even need to say it? I'm not going to say it. You guys already know. Well, I think Owen knows it's not real.
So I have to blast you for
Okay, well,
responding to someone.
Navy's got his fake idol back, and then Navy immediately gives it to Almost Dead. How generous.
I love you.
Well, I think he's fooled. For now, at least. Because there's only 2 players left, it's pretty interesting. If one of them forfeits, that's an automatic win for the other player, eliminating them. But they don't have to. They can play a challenge unless an idol's played. Almost Dead here has a fake idol, which we as the viewer know. However, Almost Dead and Green Cataquack do not know it's a fake idol. So he sends this information to Green Cataquack, who then is convinced that it's a real idol, or is he? We'll find out in a few seconds if he decides to forfeit or if
Is it a real idol?
unsurprisingly, he sacrificed himself for his teammate because he thought he had an idol.
That's wild.
How noble of him. Little does he know, watching this back, or maybe later on, this was a stupid decision. Yeah. Poor guy.
Job spoken.
Well, this is not how I expected teams to look after 5 eliminations. One would say that the Edge Guardians team is almost dead. I was unfortunately forced to time out Justin Cracked for sending me this ugly, terrible, disgusting image. Ugh. If you know, you know. I'm not going to explain this. The next challenge is simple. I need a meme from every single player. The worst meme, agreed upon by the judges, will lose it for their whole team. I'll show you my favorite, the judge's favorite, and then the least favorite who lost it for their team. That's it. There's not enough time for me to show you the rest. This meme is my favorite, personally. This is the judge's favorite meme, which really doesn't mean anything, but good for Cool Kyle.
Yeah.
This next meme is a little bit of a longer one, and oh boy, it's something. I don't hate it, but the judges did. Yeah, you'll see it in a second.
Hey, 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 hey.
Thank you, Navy, for that
Thank you,
beautiful,
Navy.
beautiful meme. Let me go rinse my eyes out real quick.
Thank you, Navy.
Supernova's going to Tribal Council.
Thank you.
Almost Dead was going over his main character arc. How long would this last? I don't know.
Once a cooperative and full of life chat, now an empty wasteland, only inhabited by me. I must win. For me, my dead teammates, my allies.
He also had a victory speech for his last challenge. Bro thinks he's the main character.
Oh, bro,
we'll find out. Maybe
no.
he is the main character of this, I don't know, show, season,
Maybe.
video. We'll say video.
This victory is the first phase of the huge underdog comeback. Mark my words.
Music,
Green
dude.
Cataquack did not die for nothing.
Oh, and there's also this, I guess. Feek and Alex have a plan to trick Urk into trusting them by voting with Urk so they can backstab him later. Well, that is if they lose, of course.
I was really hoping gameplay.
Looking at everyone right now, I genuinely cannot tell you who's going home from Supernovas. I mean, I can because I know. But before I saw the votes, I had no idea who it was going to be, and I'm still a little confused afterwards. But you know what? That doesn't matter. It's more fun if you don't know. Let's get into the votes. First vote. Zebra Shark. Second vote. Zebra Shark. Next vote. Owen.
2-1.
Next vote. Jeet. Next
Jeet.
vote. Jeet. The player voted out. Zebra Shark. But wait. There's more. If the Super Idol comes into play and Navy and Alex both agree to play the advantage, then Zebra Shark will be safe and Jeet will instead be eliminated. To probably no one's surprise, they did decide to use it, which means Jeet is eliminated.
Job spoken.
Skip up a little.
Zebra was pretty salty about almost getting eliminated. Navy was very sarcastic about how the elimination results went. And like Almost Dead, Navy has that main character vibe going right now.
You got that main character vibe going right now.
For this event, I need one player from every single team. These players would then have to rank the other 9 players from important to fuck you. It was Zebra Shark
Important to
for
fuck you.
Supernovas, Almost Dead for Edge
I'm just imagining the
and Big
Doctor
Hair
Mario
Guy
video.
for Heroes
Fuck
of
you.
Light. Now,
Where it throws
it
him
was
out
a
the
team
window.
swap. They did not know this yet. The team captains would be immune in the next challenge as well. However, the team swap is not what they think. 4 players per team now. However, it'll be reverse draft from worst to best. But they do not know this, and that's where the twist comes in. Here are the 3 lists you can see here now before I show you the teams,
pretty decently
just
on
so you can get
majority's
an
list.
idea of how people see each other in the game right now.
2 and 4 is
Here
wild.
are the teams now that the swap has happened. Teams of 4, keep in mind that Almost Dead, Big Hair Guy, and Zebra Shark will have immunity the first tribal council. That does mean at 11 players, even if it's their first team loss, they are not immune. Just explaining that a little deeper in depth real quick. Zebra believes that at this point he was now fucked. Big Hair Guy was also very unappreciative of the reverse draft. Zero? Well, Zero was very unappreciative of where she was placed by Big Hair Guy. Navy was also not too confident with how it would turn out for him. Almost Dead created a new alliance with Sheik and broke off the old one with Owen. However, he didn't tell Owen and it wants to keep it as a fake alliance and backstab him later.
Wowzers.
I'm not too sure about this one, bud. But you do you. Oh, hey, and there's Alex. We haven't heard from him in a while, the guy with 3 idols. Well, he's got a huge game plan going on that you can read, because I don't feel like reading. That's a lot of words for me, my lazy ass, to do. The next challenge is a very simple one. Each team has to come up with an edit relative
This might
to their
get copyrighted
team
if he
that's
plays
5
the
to
one that I
15
put in.
seconds long. The judges will judge, and the worst edit, that team will face tribal council.
Kings have honor, soldiers have bravery, poets have art. All I
Netflix intro. E. I'm just gonna put E of the day. Cap cutting at the end. This might get this video copyrighted, not gonna lie.
Whether you agree or not, the losers were Supernovas, and they're going to tribal council.
I don't know how the hell we.
Shit mongrels and 3/4.
No clue how
We
we made it
fucking did
through.
it. Frankly, I have no idea how, but we fucking did it. Okay, well, I shouldn't say we, as it was mostly just Sheik. But holy shit, you have no idea how cooked I would have been if we lost that. Yeah, Almost Dead was immune, and Sheik and Kyle were most likely allies.
Side note, before I read the votes, Urk used his extra vote. With that being said, the first vote, Urk. The second vote, Owen. The next vote, Justin Uncracked. The next vote, and player voted out, Justin Uncracked. And Urk's extra vote was also on Justin.
Chopper spoken.
Remind me who that is again?
Zebra believed he was still fucked. And somehow, someway, this far in the game, Kyle does not know what an idol is. I don't know what to say. I don't know. How are you still in the game? How? Almost Dead was back to his main character arc with his plan against Urk and Owen.
Zebra is in. Fire. We now have a majority of the people
God.
who will make it to the merge in the alliance we chosen right now. I mean, coalition. Honestly, I have such good relationship with a lot of people here, I might start manipulating them. Like, I call this a coalition, but my plan is that people get attached to me after its purpose is done. So even though we won't be in an alliance, they'll still vote for who I tell them. I'll avoid using that tactic on Zebra, as he's smart. But everyone else has zero experience with Survivor except Navy and Alex's Survivor. but nothing happens on there, so they are easily manipulable.
Almost dead. Who the fuck do you think you are? Hold up, I got a minute for this.
God, it's so bad. I love it. I think my chair just broke a little. That's unfortunate. I mean, I've had this chair for like 3 years or 4, so.
The next challenge
surprised
is
it
a
hasn't
really
had too much
complex
damage.
one, but really creative. They have to build and design a stage that includes stage photo and design, name, origin, stage hazards, and why it deserves to be a stage. And no, it's not on Stage Builder. I mean, they have to literally come up with a design. I'll show you the 3 teams, and then I'll tell you who came in last. That's a lot of shit to read. If you want, you can pause now and read it. I'm not going to. I also don't plan on reading this one. And here are the Heroes of Light who came in last, and that's it. This is why. They gave very little reasoning. So yeah, let's go to Tribal right now. Right now. Alex dipped into his pot of gold and played an idol for himself. He has 2 left after this. And then Brandon was unanimously voted out. Unfortunate for him, I guess.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Job spoken.
With that, we have our top 10. But no merge yet. However, there is something we need to get to.
This thing.
I briefly explained the twist to all the players in the game, and how it's gonna work is I'm gonna go to a wheel with all their names, spin it, and then spin a second wheel with a bunch of twists, and they'll get the twist in the DM. You'll see the examples in a second, but basically it's gonna change a lot of the game layout.
I'm live.
The next few votes. Here's the wheel of players. I'll spin a random player, and then I'll switch wheels.
Sorry about that, y'all.
So, for example, I'm spinning the wheel now with all 10 players left in the game, and it's gonna land on Urk. It lands on Urk. I'll spin the wheel of events next, and whatever it lands on, he will receive as his event. There are a lot of nothings though, so it could just be nothing for him. However, it does land on double vote, but the backfire is that he'll have 1 vote cast against him, and this must be played at next tribal with the double vote. I'm skipping everyone that lands on nothing, like I skipped Almost Dead who got nothing, and next up we have Sheik. Sheik lands on an event and may not vote for the next 2 tribal councils that they attend. The next victim, or I mean lucky contestant, is none other than Navy. Navy ends up, after the wheel stops, getting half an idol, which means whoever gets the other half, Navy will have to share with, just like the super idol. It must be played before tribal and agreed upon. Eventually, the wheel lands on Big Hair Guy. He simply gets a vote steal, nothing special. After the wheels collectively give almost nobody anything, it ends up landing on Cool Kyle. Looking at the wheel, pretty obvious he shares an idol with Navy now. Navy informs me on his relationships in the game, and honestly, it looks pretty good for him. But that's just from the outside. Who knows what other people are truly thinking? That is that.
That is that. I guess that is that, everybody.
I wanted a very simple challenge as the last challenge before the merge, so I just told everyone to Photoshop something, and then the best from each team would be judged from the judges, and the best overall from the judges will win it for their team, the worst will lose it for their team, etc., etc. Let's get to the 3 best by the judges and see who came out on top. Created by Zebra Shark, the best chosen Photoshop was this one for the supernovas. Honestly, I really like this one. It's pretty funny if you've been paying attention in the video. I mean, Almost Dead's team got cooked and he's still there alive. This next one was created by Navy for the Edge Guardians. And how ironic was this one for the Edge Guardians? I mean, how tragic. All his friends are dead, and Urk said, "You guys suck." How sad. Look at Almost Dead sitting there depressed. Aw, how tragic. It brings a tear to my eye.
It was really just dogging Almost Dead. Then
And by
this
Alex
shit.
for the Heroes of Light. Honestly, I forget that name writing this script for this challenge. It's terrible how much I've forgotten that name. Anyways, yeah, this is the photo they gave us. I mean, If you know it, you know. I'm just gonna say that. And the placement set by the judges
You know, you know.
is the Supernovas. I'll see you at Tribal Council.
If you know, you know.
Before we vote, Big Hair Guy stole Zara's vote. Alex made a risky decision, playing an idol on Zara and giving one to Zebra. Tribal Council, Alex played an idol on Zara. Any votes for Zara will not count. First vote. Zara does not count. Zara does not count. The player voted off, Big Hair Guy.
Travis spoken.
W play.
I do know Zebra and Alex are in an alliance, and he managed to trick Big Hair Guy, or he told Alex who to play the idol on. I don't know which one. This is all I got. However, I do know they collectively tricked him overall. Zebra returns the idol to Alex after the Tribal Council. Here's the merge cast with all the profile pictures that were selected by the players in the game right now. 9 players remain. Who's gonna come out on top? Navy is back to his chart, which honestly I think's pretty cool, but it still gives off main character vibes, which kind of drives his stock down in my opinion. However, it also drives it up, so like, what the fuck am I even talking about, you know? Alex was also nervous from the last vote, but still in the game, and he has a plan for the merge. He's got one idol left, and he plans to use it well, if he can, later on.
Real talk, the rest of Survivor's just gonna be Team Zebra versus Team Urk, or whatever else you want to call our teams. I think so far Team Zebra is winning though. We have more members, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, I love those AI voices. They so funny sometimes. Although, real talk, naming it Team Zebra is so cocky. I don't care who you are. Naming the team after yourself is so cocky. Honestly, reading through this, Almost Dead finally has a decent plan going right now. I mean, the plans before were fine. They just weren't, you know, going through because no one was actually honest with him. Everyone was lying to him. And honestly, I'm not gonna roast this one. I mean, I don't think it's foolproof because he doesn't know what other people are truly thinking, but also I don't think it's a terrible
It's
plan.
not total
I
shit.
do know for a fact that Sheik is on board with it, though. The next challenge is a raid boss. I got someone outside the game to be the boss, and they're gonna fight people one-on-one, best of 3. If they win, they get immunity. However, only a maximum of 3 people get immunity, so if more than 3 win, they'll duke it out. If no one wins, no one gets immunity. The raid boss is none other than a stock. Urk responds by taking a stock off of Rusty. Rusty takes his final smash, grabs Urk at the top, and that's a pretty early stock, pretty nice final smash. And then he proceeds to bully Urk with, you know, neutral air. Pretty good move for Ike. Rusty goes for style points and ends up SDing. When all hope seems lost, Urk pulls out bullshit and somehow wins the match at 19% on Rusty. How? What the actual fuck? You lucky shit. Looks like we're going to game 3 to see if Urk gets immunity. It looked like the end for Urk. All seemed lost until Rusty's jump was eaten, and Urk somehow pulled out bullshit once again, winning him the set. The next challenger was Zebra Shark, and Zebra Shark quickly cleaned up stock, winning both matches. Kyle got cooked and went 2-0. Sheik was ready to test their luck against the raid boss. Rusty proceeded to bully and combo Sheik, just, you know, giving him the true experience, the true Smash Bros. Powerful, strong experience. I mean, who wouldn't want to fight a Shulk? I mean, oh, so much fun. Look how much fun they're having. I mean, look how much fun that must be for Sheik.
Yeah.
Losing stock after stock. I mean, backslash, am I right? Backslash, well, backslash. Maybe next match they'll have better luck. Rusty takes a stock, then another stock, and finally a third stock. Zara's able to take...
I hate my internet sometimes. Dodging a final smash at 100 was wild. I don't know how I did that.
Alex wins the set. Rusty grabs Almost Dead like a disappointed parent, and then beats Almost Dead in the set. Owen sits in a tree, emotes, and then Rusty proceeds to shoot his face in with a laser. Because this challenge has a maximum of 3 people immune, we threw everyone into a best-of-1 miniature tournament. Loser fights the other loser, and then the loser of the losers does not get immunity. Zebra takes down Urk, and then Zara takes down Alex, and then Alex takes down Urk, which mean the 3 players getting immunity are Alex, Zara, and Zebra. The only person that DM'd me anything about their plans was Sheik, who planned to take out Urk with Alex, Zara, and Almost Dead. A few things come into play. Someone's missing a vote, that's Sheik from before. Someone has 2 votes, that's Urk, but Urk also has a vote cast against him, which was the twist that came into play before, and now that'll discard both those twists after this, so they're twists from the wheel are gone. Almost Dead plays his fake idol for himself. Any votes for Almost Dead still count, because it's fake. I would put his reaction here, but he really didn't have one, other than in public channel, and it was really not funny. This was fake and discarded. Kyle plays an idol on Kyle. This was Kyle's idol, shared with Navy. Any votes for Kyle no longer count. First vote,
We're just
Cool
chilling
Kyle.
now. I had to move my
Doesn't
chair.
count. Cool Kyle.
I'm relaxed.
Does not count. Cool Kyle. Does not count. Next vote, Owen. Next vote is Urk. Next vote is Urk. Next vote is Urk. Next vote, and the player booted Urk.
Chapter spoken.
Almost Dead, for the first time ever, has information that I know he now knows. That's crazy. He has a legitimate plan now that I can't make fun of because he has all the facts now. And that makes me sad because I love making fun of Almost Dead. It makes me happy because he was predicted by almost everyone to be the first boot, and he's in the top 8.
All right, I have thought of a new flawless plan. Firstly, I get the coalition to vote Navy first, then Zebra, then Alex. After that, I tell them to vote Zara, and then I keep Sheik and Owen and get Kyle out. Now we are entering the top 3. I get Sheik to vote Owen. If Owen is immune, I tell him to vote Sheik, as we are
Does he
in
know?
good relation right now. Then there is the jury. Everyone votes me because of the comeback, and the victory is mine. Flawless.
Honestly, for the first time, I can say this is a genuinely good plan, but it is definitely not flawless. I'm sorry, there's definitely some flaws. Like, what about an idol? I'll leave it on the idol, because Alex has an idol right now.
I skip ahead a little because
For this challenge,
Skip
I
behind.
wanted something very simple and very easy, so it was just one word to describe yourself. I'll show you the winner of immunity real quick. Zebra wins immunity with the word bitchless.
I'm kind of nervous right now. If Owen has an idol, I'm fucked. Everyone is probably on board with voting Owen. And he's gonna wanna avenge Urk by voting me.
Oh, hey look, it's Kyle. It's like one of the first times we've seen him, cause he doesn't say much. What's up, Kyle?
I'm in a little situation. I've allied with Navy and Alex, and now Owen and Zara want to team up on Navy, Zebra, and Alex. So I don't know what to do. My head hurts. I trust Navy, but I also trust Owen. Okay, I think I trust Owen more now. I feel like Navy is secretly betraying me.
Owen spent the past frickin' 5 hours just looking for the idol. I mean, it was 4 hours and a half, but still, He spent so long looking for this damn idol, so many places. I got so many DMs of him just searching and searching. It was absurd. And then he finally found something. The I italicized in supernovas that I edited for the merge idol. That he found. After hours of searching, he now has an idol. As you may recall, Sheik's effect is for 2 tribal councils they attend, so they have no vote for this tribal council. With that being said, let's get to it. Owen places idol that he found on himself. Any votes for him no longer count. First vote, Owen. Does not count. Next vote is Owen. Does not count. Owen does not count. Owen does not
It's a lot of
count.
Owen.
Navy. The player voted out. Navy.
Tribe spoken.
We have reached the final 7. The only idol still in play is Alex's. No other advantages are in the field, no other effects.
Hey.
1 idol's in play.
I still have my
That's it.
idol.
I hit another one, but right now, it's only Alex's idol. This is what Alex believes the alliances are right now. However, I know Zara and Sheik could go either way, so nobody is safe unless they win immunity. This is Smash Bros. Survivor, but I decided to give everyone a break and we're gonna go play some Mario Kart. If you come last place in a race, you're out. 6 races total. We have other people being gremlins, just affecting the race. Last player left wins. And here's the first race. We're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna skip through a lot of these because, to be honest, all you get to see is my screen. That's pretty lame, and this is a long video. Almost Dead was booted first. Forgot to mention I invited a few gremlins to bully everyone that weren't a part of the game anymore, like Fafnir's one of my judges, and Urk is eliminated. So they're just here to screw everyone over. Pretty funny, eh? Also, Navy was eliminated this race. Next to bite the dust in this challenge was Sheik. My computer turned off, but Owen's sub bit the dust in the last race. Cool Kyle joined the team of losers. As you can probably see on the mini-map, me and Urk are chilling in the back. Just kinda there. And Zara was eliminated this one, which means Zebra wins immunity. The idol hunting began as the idol was rehidden after Owen used it. He found the riddle. However, can he solve it? Smash, a game of skill and luck. But here's the thing, I don't give a fuck. A character that should be added, but gets rejected and debated. Dr. M got a spot, but what about this guy's slot? Now here's the thing, it's Paper Mario, and I'm a huge supporter of Paper Mario in Smash. And Dr. M, I think, controversial take, I think Paper Mario deserves a spot more because he's more iconic. But that's just me. That's why I said I don't give a F, and I feel like people are going to way overthink this. But, we'll see. They also only get one guess, and I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to, and Owen was wrong. Almost Dead also finds the riddle, and it's his turn to take a guess. Almost Dead makes his guess, and he is correct. He now has an idol. And he probably needs it, let's be real. Oh look, it's Kyle again. Hi Kyle, how are you?
Owen wants me to vote Almost Dead, but Almost Dead wants me to vote Alex, so I don't know who to vote. Owen's getting a few votes, I think, so I want to keep him safe, but I don't know which is the better option.
A lot more stuff was said and done off camera, let me break it down real quick. Almost Dead is in the hot seat. Almost Dead wants to vote for Alex. Alex still has his idol. Almost Dead has a new idol. However, Owen's also at risk. Cool Kyle, Owen, and Almost Dead want to vote for Alex. Zara's in the middle. Let's get to the vote. Time for Tribal Council. A little bit of a crazy one, but we'll get into it really quick and try and get through it without confusion. Alex plays an idol on himself, the one he had from before. Any votes for him no longer count. Almost Dead plays the idol he found immediately on himself, and any votes for Almost Dead do not count as well. First vote is Almost Dead, that doesn't count. The next vote is Almost Dead, that doesn't count. The next vote is Almost Dead, that doesn't count. The next vote is Almost Dead, that doesn't count. Then we have Alex, doesn't count. And then another vote for Alex, which doesn't count. And then another vote for Alex, which doesn't count. We have a 4-way tie, and now everyone has to vote between tied players for who gets eliminated. Tribal Council again. The big alliance is targeting Owen, and the rest are targeting Zara. However, Owen guilt-tripped Zara to voting Cool Kyle. Owen. Next vote, Owen. Next vote, Owen. Next vote, Zara. Next vote, Zara. Final vote, Zara. We have another tie. The tiebreaker vote voted Owen out, and I'm too lazy to go over this again because holy crap, this took me all day for like tribal council alone 3 times. Owen is eliminated. GG's Owen.
Tribe spoken.
Owen then had the crash of the century.
Why don't we take a look at the cast still remaining? First up, we have Zebra Shark. Now, Zebra Shark has been playing a very low profile game. He's got a good alliance with Alex, Zara, and Sheik, and he's made it pretty far by winning immunity challenges through the merge. Then we have Sheik, who pre-merge played a great alliance game and played the down low, really keeping a good profile with everyone in the game, being nonchalant, and still having good relations. Then we have Kyle. Then we have Zara, who's legitimately been betraying as little people as possible and just playing the game the best she can, which has been pretty good for her so far. Up next, we have Alex, who's had 3 idols throughout the game, and he's played them very well, getting him to the position he is now using advantages and social skills. We also have Almost Dead, whose entire team was demolished. He really is an underdog. As much as I roast him, he's played a great game, even through his stupidity. He's triumphed, which honestly surprises me. Good for him. Props.
Good for him.
The 4th merge challenge is simple. Every single person has to design a new so we can get to the vote, because right now it's getting really intense. Instead found an idol, Almost Dead and Cool Kyle are on the
Hey!
The other 4 want to split the votes. However, Cool Kyle is in the hot seat and needs to find a way to get Almost Dead to either not play his idol or play it for him. So both players are at risk. The only player that's truly safe is Sheik, because he has immunity. Tribal Council time. Almost Dead plays an idol for Almost Dead. Any votes for Almost Dead do not count. First vote, Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Next vote, Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Next vote, Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Next vote's Cool Kyle. Next vote, Zebra Shark. The player voted out in 6th place. To my surprise, Zebra Shark.
Tribe spoken.
Even I was confused by how that vote went down. That is why Zara, in her confessional, explained to me exactly what happened.
Okay, so basically, I thought, wow, video-wise, it would be kind of boring if the team that has been dominating were to win. So I decided, what if I were to devise a plan that would get Kyle to the finals? Probably the weakest person still in the game. But the whole plan was just a complete mess. Mainly because new info had been added last second on idols. At first, Kyle told me he had an idol, so I thought, okay, I'll keep him to keep it. And at Final 5, he can make a funny thing happen where everyone votes Kyle, Kyle votes Zebby, and Zebby gets out. But Kyle only thought he had an idol for some reason. Then the info of Almost Dead having an idol arrived, so I decided to play around with that. I changed my vote to Zebby and told Kyle to keep his vote on Almost Dead, since he wanted him out in the first place, which means now, with Zebby out, I can get Kyle some wiggle room to get to the finals and win the game. Granted, if Sheik and Alex decide to keep collaborating with this mess of a plan.
Alex was quite aware of the plan. However, he let it happen to get Zebra's jury vote so that he has Zebra and Navy's locked down, as well as a lot of other people. He also had a plan, and Almost Dead pulled another idol out of his ass. That's quite impressive. The next challenge is really simple. Everyone has to come up with nicknames for their opponents. Best list wins. By the way, I'm not a judge before you see the winner. Sheik wins immunity, and I'm going to go straight to Tribal Council. Almost Dead and Alex both play idols for themselves that they pulled out of their asses, so no votes towards them count. We should call them Ben from Healers vs. Hustlers. Anyways, first vote, Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Almost Dead. Doesn't count. Almost Dead. Doesn't count. The player voted out with 1 vote. Zara.
Tribe spoken.
I'll be so real with you right now. At this point, it was a free-for-all, every man for himself, just get to the end. So really, there's no strategy to show you. Let's get into the next challenge. The next challenge is a pretty complex one. The winner gets to take someone with them to the final 3. The other 2 have to compete in the challenge, where the loser is eliminated. What the challenge is, the player needs to design a stage, a new character, a stage soundtrack, and a moveset. They have 24 hours, so let's see what the remaining 4 contestants can come up with. We've reached the final 4, and with the final 4 comes the roasting. Yes, I'm going to roast them because here's the thing. They all deserve to be here, they all earned their way here, but everyone's thinking the same thing right now, and everyone wants to roast them because they're salty. So I'm going to do it for them. You all deserve to be here, disclaimer. However, I'm still going to roast you guys. Sheik, here's the thing. You played a great, amazing game. Wow, amazing job. But like, what did you do that people saw? Like, no one saw your game, mate. You gotta be more vocal. You gotta be more public. You gotta be out of the shadows. You're like Batman, but not a bat. You're just Sheik. Cool Kyle. Who are you? Genuinely, who are you? Alex. Dr. Idol. Ben from Healers vs. Hustlers. I mean, what else is there to say here, mate? Really, what else is there to say? And then we have Almost Dead, the grease guy that always turned things in last. Except for once. The guy that somehow made it to merge after using AI because his team was just that bad, bro. Almost Dead. You have been almost dead this whole damn game. What are you doing? How are you here? Anyways, disclaimer, they all deserve to be here, but I had to roast them at least a little bit before we got to the Final 4 challenge. Which, by the way, Alex wins the Final 4 challenge and gets to select a player to go to the top 3 with him. He selects Sheik. We'll see Almost Dead and Cool Kyle compete in a challenge where the loser will be eliminated. Or the tiebreaker challenge to eliminate either Cool Kyle or Almost Dead. The judges absolutely hated their submissions, so they told them to do it again as the challenge, which I was perfectly okay with. So they have to resubmit it with a new character, 50 words max, and the character has to be from a new franchise outside of Smash. Let's see what they came up with. This is Almost Dead's. He submitted the Roblox noob again, but this time he didn't use AI, and this time I think it was pretty creative. Ignore the word limit, I did change it because both of them used over 50, so I just left that out. And this is pretty creative. I mean, I really like this. I think a lot of people will too. Looking at it, this is really good. Cool Kyle's was also really good with a character from Slime Rancher who I don't know and still think it's a really good idea. Both of these are really solid and it's a really tough round, but unfortunately only one of them can win. Almost Dead barely ended up beating Cool Kyle.
Chapter spoken.
After days of this competition going on, we have reached the final 3. One more challenge, and then one jury vote to determine which of these 3 will be the sole survivor. The final challenge, a brutal one. It's pretty simple. They have to create a new roster of 86 characters. However, it should take them quite a bit, so I did give them 48 hours. Let's see what they came up with as the final 3. This is what Almost Dead came up with. A pretty good overall cast. However, it's pretty basic and it's pretty generic. Some of these characters aren't very memorable, and the ones that are just such like basic picks for a lot of these. Now, it is a great cast overall. However, it did land him a third place spot. A cast that's only Disney or Disney affiliated as second place. Now, this looks really good. It would be a really good game. However, it's limited in the Smash Bros. Variety, as there's only so many characters that can replace other characters, which is why it got second place and not first. And here's our first place winner. Now, this is a really good cast. The other 2 weren't bad, but this one is by far the best. The most creative for replacements. Really fun characters that would be really cool to try, like Hubert would be fun, Cuphead would be fun, Pea Shooter would be fun. Overall, just great, and that's why I got first. This was Sheik's, which means Alex got second, and Sheik gets immunity. meaning he gets to pick who goes to the finals with him.
Yo, hear me out. What if we betrayed Alex as a final plot twist?
No. Yeah, to no one's surprise, Almost Dead was then immediately eliminated.
Chapter spoken.
There are 3 awards that everyone in the server voted on people for. The first award is Unlucky Award, then there's Challenge Beast, and finally there's Fan Favorite. The winner of the Unlucky Award is Urk, who was screwed over multiple times throughout the game. The next award is Challenge Beast, which was given to none other than Sheik, who played Challenge's great pre-merge and did an excellent job post-merge. Finally, the last award, Fan Favorite, goes to Almost Dead, as he was legitimately everyone's pick to win once they were eliminated. We've reached the final 2. Both players will get to have a speech in front of the jury, and then the jury will vote on a winner.
Before I begin, shout out to everyone who played this season or just chimed in. Love y'all. On to why I think I should win. I was almost always in the loop and worked my ass off. The first 3 idols I found, and I solved the advantage riddle immediately. I solidified myself with a group of people in Navy and Zebra. Not to mention I formed an alliance with Justin, Sheik, Kyle, Brandon, and Zara early in the game. I was in majority on the first vote that I instituted. Then Urk wanted to work with me. Didn't last, but I was trustworthy enough to where he wanted to in the first place. On the swap, I felt safe, until a lie spread around that there was a plan to have Big Hair, Zara, and Brandon flip on me, which was said by Urk. I was able to flip the vote on Brandon, which was a huge misplay on my part. Right after, lost again, and Big Hair stole Zara's vote. I wanted to solidify my long-term game and save Zara. Zara told me everything from that point on. Not only Zara, but Sheik, Zebra, and Navy told me everything they knew. Merge hits and I sat back on vote number 1. But the Navy vote. I was the original target, but I convinced Sheik to convince the other alliance to vote Navy, just in case there was an idol play. If it weren't for that, I would have been out. That's 1 time already. The idol play was Zebra safe and the knowledge that there was another idol out. I played my idol when I pulled into a parking lot when I had a baseball game. The second move of the game that I saved myself. Then that tie was what sent Owen home. I saved myself and eliminated the opposition in the same vote. Then Zara flipped on the vote for content. This shattered my game. Now on the bottom. But I threw the Final 5 challenge to be open to be voted off just to idle someone out just in case. To boost my resume in the finale. This point in the game, I locked my position down. Put on the spot as a monster at the merge and went with it. I knew one thing though. I was making Final 2. At Final 4, if I lost, Sheik would have taken me. Kyle and Almost Dead would have sent me to fire against Sheik, but I was secure. Winning Final 4 was perfect for me. Now, Final 3. I was going to be at Final 2 no matter what. Almost Dead offered me a deal that if I won, I would take him and same the other way around. So no matter what, I put myself in the position with my social game. If I want the immunity at Final 2, if I want immunity, I'm in Final 2. If Sheik or Almost Dead won, which Sheik did, it didn't matter. They both would have brought me to the finale. My social game is the cause for many eliminations in this game, whether it be under the radar or I played it blatantly. And I retained my power in this game by having Sheik listen to what I personally wanted and bringing me here throughout this entire game.
A Sheik jump scare real quick.
Alright, this is the finals. It's crazy. So, most of you know me as Sheik. I don't know, this is incredible. I mean, I never expected to get all the way to the finals. But it's genuinely an honor, and I'm going completely off of script of what I said. I think I'm going to do better in the video here. But, no. I appreciate it. Every one of you guys played one hell of a game, I'll be honest. Like, a lot of the times there, I was afraid that I might get voted off because of how well you guys were playing and whatnot, and it was just insane. It was a fun game. It was an honor to be in all this, so. But, no, I guess I'll have to go into why I think I should win. So, why I think I should win is, well, I'm showing my face. This could be So I think that kind of includes some stuff, but also a lot of the times, so I started off on the Heroes of Light, and we ended up only losing one player. We got replaced with Urk, and a lot of the times I made alliances, helped out, and was a complete all-around team player. And it got to the point of we ended up being the top team. Heroes of Light ended up being the top team before we merged into new teams. And then I got on the Edge Guardian and managed to help out my team enough to bring the Edge Guardians to the worst team to the best team once again. So again, it was merged and whatnot, and didn't go back against them at all. I remained in an alliance, and
Are they even watching this right now? Literally, yes.
Obviously, if it came down to the final four of us, there would have had to been some backstabbing, and I messed with Almost Dead. And look, man, no hate on you. It just had to happen. All respect to you. I mean, top 3 from underdog play is insane. I always root for those underdogs. So, congrats, man. No, but in all other words, respect to everybody here. But yeah, then I looked over at the awards list, and I ended up being nominated for, or chosen, I think, when I looked at it, as the challenge beast or something like that, which just proves how well I have been playing throughout this entire game and why I should win. But in general, I'm just happy to be in the finals. I mean, that's pretty incredible as it is, and whatever you guys decide on, I respect it no matter what. I'm happy to be in the finals, and me and Alex said since day one we were gonna make this. We were allies to the finals, and we're here. So if he ends up winning, I have no hate on that, and I'm cool with it. But I think I should win, or the reasons why I should win, because I have to do the challenge, is how well I played as a team player. Made some good content for backstabbing and whatnot. I respected a lot of the gameplay, and I was on the top teams every single time. So, and then I had that award. So, other than that, whatever you guys decide is whatever you guys decide. And shout out to our host for making this possible. It was a fun time. So, that's all I got for my explanation. Thank you all, and wishes of the best. Whatever you choose is, I respect it. So, well, that's it, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the jury vote. The eliminated players will now vote on a winner. The first vote was for Alex, cast by Almost Dead, who wanted him to win because he was salty at Sheik, because he believes that Sheik betrayed him, even though Sheik literally was never aligned with him, which I think is hilarious. Sheik then gets 2 very in-depth votes. Owen, the saltiest of them all, throws a vote out for Sheik. Navy makes fun of Alex and then gives him a vote, making it 3-2 in Sheik's favor. Urk, the most screwed over out of anyone, is probably the least salty and gives his vote to Alex for the win. Man, I really wonder how close this is gonna be. It's 3-3 already. This is really intense.
Fuck, dude.
Super Mario Brothers.
For any of you too lazy to count, the final score is in Alex's favor, 11-3.
Let's go!
Winning Super Smash Bros. Survivor. I want to just thank everyone that competed for making this possible, and I want to especially thank the judges because they put a lot of effort and time, and they got no reward out of it. So I want to just thank you guys personally.
Woo!
It's really awesome. I do have one last surprise for you guys, though.
Oh my god, dude. We did it. Holy dude. I kid you not. I've just been like sitting here waiting for that like reveal the entire damn time. Again. Woo! Let's go! Woo, baby! I did it. I knew. Like, thank you, Burger Boy. But I knew that going into this, like, I knew I had the skill to win, and. Oh my god, bro. Let's go. I gotta say, props to everybody else. Oh my god, dude. I honestly thought Sheik was gonna win. Because I could actually show this right now since season's over. Let me see if I can pull it up. I need to make sure that I have the right. Is it? No, it's not that. Oh, it is this tab. Okay, so this is what I thought the votes were originally gonna be when it came, or I was hoping that they were gonna be. Wow, I'm shocked that. Ah. This is what I thought it was gonna be. I'm really surprised with the outcome. Oh my god, dude. Because I knew that I had the ability to get to that win, but yeah. I mean, obviously, one of the votes that was obvious was Owen. We all knew Owen was gonna vote against me. He made that public from day one. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. Dude hated me, yeah. Just want to say this. Good game to everybody who competed. I didn't think. I thought at the end I was gonna. I thought I threw it at the end, but Sheik, shout out to you, man. Fucking badass, dude. I'm glad that we were aligned early on in the game. Thank you, Justin, as well. Like, I'm. I just want to say Sheik is a fucking badass. If he competes in another season, I hope he wins it. That dude worked his ass off. He did some stuff that I didn't know. He was in his confessionals 24/7. I gotta give him credit for that. I only said small stuff, but yeah. But that's it. I had my thing. This is all live stream, so you can go back and watch. I was really quiet for most of it, so don't expect much. But there's some parts where I did chime in a little, cause yeah. I was trying to relax. My neck is hurting. Having stuff happen like before streaming, so I was trying to get my mind off of it. So that's why I started the stream in the first place. But yeah. Thank you to everyone who. But everybody who is watching this or all that, thank you so much for watching the stream. And thank you to the people who voted for me to win the game. And shout out to everybody who did compete in the season. Shiz, Gecko, Luigi, Makoto, Green Waluigi, Jeet, Justin, Brandon, Big Hair Guy, Urk, Navy, Owen, Zebra, Zara, Kyle, Almost Dead, and Sheik. Y'all worked your asses off, and I couldn't have asked for a better competition. This was by far the best competition I've had in a while, and I'm very thankful that this was even hosted in the first place. So, yeah. Good game, y'all, and I hope to see y'all in another season, maybe, possibly. But next season, next whatever, next stream, next video, whatever. But take care, y'all. Have a good rest.